Hi. So I have never made a video where I just talk and post it on the internet. I honestly don't even think that I've really ever made a video for the internet, but I really wanted to post essentially just explaining what I am doing with my life. And I wanted to also explain the nonprofit. And if anybody is friends with me on Facebook or follows me on Instagram, you would know, or if you care to see my stuff ever, you would probably know that I just started a nonprofit that it's in its very, very early infancy. I literally just got the articles of incorporation March 25th. It was made official that got approved. So I'm super grateful for that, and I wanted to tell everybody that donated to help me receive that. Thank you. Truly, it's a blessing. So now we're on to the next step, which is filing for the 501c3 tax exemption status in the federal government. That is a super lengthy process, something that I was trying to do by myself, which I'll go into detail about that later, but if also anybody that is friends with me on Facebook or on Instagram would also know that I am a pro-life advocate, very, very anti-abortion, no exceptions, and that there's a couple of things that ignited this passion that I know that the Lord is using. So my passion for the preborn human beings, and then my passion for the nuclear family. I don't necessarily believe that you could be one without the other. And ultimately, if the nuclear family was something that America thought that was, if most of the people in America believed that the nuclear family was important, abortion rates would be so significantly less. And so anyways, that's to say you can't really be one without the other. And so the purpose of my organization is to see women and families choose the life of their babies, to provide options for women who are feeling like they're backed into a corner, and society has made them believe that abortion is the only option, because the state of Colorado is probably it's probably one of the most heinous states when it comes to the abortion laws. It's just really sick what the legislation does, and I've dipped my toes here and there on the legislative side of things, and they kill every pro-life bill that ends up on their table. It's something as simple as just giving women more time to decide whether or not they could legally surrender their child to the state after they're born. It's something as simple as giving women time, more time. Colorado can't even do that. Colorado legislators don't even want to give women that. And the pro-abortion activists are claiming that they're the ones pro-women, but they simply don't even want to give women time. It's the most outrageous thing. They want abortion to be the only option in this state, and a few other states. And it's incredibly sad, all the way up till 9 months. It's outrageous. So the Lord has convicted me to form an organization to be maternity and family housing. The moment I get that determination letter from the federal government that I've received my 501c3 status, that is what I'm going for, is I'm going to be developing maternity and family housing. Obviously, this takes a lot of planning, and so that is what I'm doing right now. I am planning. I have a lot of ideas. I'm constantly thinking, I'm constantly researching, I'm constantly putting together spreadsheets, presentations. I'm constantly putting together, I'm calling businesses to get quotes for how much things are gonna cost, so I can essentially go and ask corporations and the government for grants and donations to fund my organization, to support women who are feeling like they're backed into a corner, and say, hey, abortion isn't your only option, even though it shouldn't be an option in the first place. But I don't have any power. I don't have any power over that. It is an option. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be an option, but it is an option for women to choose that. And Colorado legislators are trying to ensure that women don't have any other options outside of abortion, that if you're in a hard situation, abortion is the way to go. And I don't want women to feel that way. I want to provide them not just like housing, that way I can convince them to give birth to their baby. I want to take care of them in their maternity, in their postpartum. Daycare, you need it, I got you. Transportation, you need it, I got you. Housing, you need it, I got you. You need help with diapers, you need help with clothes, you need help with food. My organization is here to help you. Like, that is what I'm going for. I don't just want to see women give birth so they can struggle. I want to see women give birth to their babies and then have hope to get on their feet, have hope in their journey of motherhood, and actually be able to bond with their baby without this stress of their life being difficult. I don't want that. It looks like my daughter's gonna join us. So that is what I am going for, and not just to help women, but to help sustain the nuclear family. So not just women who are, thinking about aborting their baby. I want to be available to help families who are maybe struggling, who found themselves, like they're just struggling in their marriage. And sorry, Beans, can you stay over here? Your sleepies? Blanket? Hold on. I really want to see families too. Like, I want to see them flourish. It could be a couple who is just, like they just got married and they're pregnant with their first child, and it's rocky because it's difficult. Everything is changing and they need guidance. I want to support. I want to sustain the nuclear family, and I want to help women, babies, children, families, men in any way that I can. And ultimately, I believe that the Lord has placed this on my heart, and I know that I've been convicted of doing this. I know that this is where the Lord wants me, because there's just no way. Like, the amount of time that I've spent alone is insane to plan this. But then also the ideas, there's just no way that I could have come up with these ideas by myself. There's no way that I could have even understood what direction to go to in all of this. And it's really difficult to explain, because on one end, I could see, the people who look at my stuff on Facebook wouldn't really understand or see how much planning truly goes into this before I even ask for any money from the government or any money from large corporations. I need A through Z planned out. Obviously, whenever you're asking for large sums of money, the government wants to know, okay, well, I need to know what you're doing with that money, and then it also needs to check out when your tax period ends. So it is a lot of planning, and I'm trying not to go into super huge detail about it, but it's a lot. I mean, and if I could show you guys the papers, all of the Word documents, all the presentations that I put together, all the spreadsheets that I put together, with all the quotes, all of the emails that I've received. It would be, honestly, I almost feel like the fact that I've done it by myself so far with the Lord's hand in it, of course, there's no way that I could have even had the sense of direction that I have with it without the Lord. And so I feel 100% convicted by the Lord to do this, and there is a burning passion there, not just because of what he's done in my own life and my own family, not just what he's done in my own life for me and to me as an individual. Not only has he made me whole, the Lord, I'm talking about the Lord, hopefully I made that clear. I don't know if I was saying that. Anyways, not only what he's done to me and my heart and the way that I view life, the way that he's healed me as an individual, but the way that he's also healed my husband. He's completely transformed us as individuals. He's transformed our marriage. He's transformed our family, and anybody that has been with us or, has followed our journey at least a little bit, just, and knows how we are today, just knows that it is truly the Lord's doing. And obviously I feel like it's very apparent how passionate I am about the preborn and wanting to protect that innocent life, the most innocent life ever. So, and so I know that the Lord is using everything that's been bad in my life or bad in society, and he's using it for his good, for his purpose and for his glory, for his will. I'm starting to see it. And so, anyways, this is already incredibly long, and thanks for anybody that has stuck through this whole video and watched it and heard me out, and hopefully this gives people a better idea of what my ultimate goal is. So I'm praying that within the next couple of years you guys will be seeing the organization do some big things. Until I'm able to file for tax exemption status, the goal is to be hosting some fundraising initiatives, like bake sales throughout the summer, to go towards filing for tax exemption, because I was trying to do it by myself. It's incredibly tedious. It's very, very difficult, and I was getting very lost on it. Even with the amount of research, I feel like I have a good grasp, but there is a very high chance that I could mess up and do it wrong too, and it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to file by myself with the government. And if I do it wrong, if I file wrong and they deny me for filing something wrong or doing something wrong, then I would have to do it again. I would have to redo all of the paperwork, and I would have to pay the fee again. And so I figured it would just be better for me to just focus on the fundraising initiatives to obtain the proper amount of money to go through a third-party entity. And obviously I'd have to pay the third-party entities, and that way I can ensure that I get approved for that status. So I figured that would just be way more worth the time, way more worth the money, and then it also alleviates a lot of the stress on my end, and now I can just focus on the step that I'm currently in, which is just doing the fundraisers. I have to hold a couple of meetings, so in the next few weeks I'll most likely be coming out with dates on when those bake sales would be. So it would be such a blessing to see any of you there, and to support the cause, even if it's not something that you're wanting to financially support, even for an exchange for like a cupcake. prayers, because honestly, prayers go further anyway. So, anyways, thank you for anybody that's stuck with me this far, and yeah, Lord bless you guys, and good night.